What was that I said about golden ages? In the mid-90s, Central was acquired by Carlton. Initially, they kept up the individual branding that was so good and so successful, but eventually it was decided that it was just too confusing, for the viewers to have a company owned by another company doing their teddy pictures what are on the box. Because, of course, we all remember the mass suicides out of sheer bewilderment that occurred in the mid-70s in the Yorkshire and Tyne-Tees regions when they were merged together to form Trident. Or rather, we don't, because that didn't happen, because the British people actually aren't a herd of drooling imbecilic livestock. At least not until they were being treated as though they were. And so, in 1998, the cake was taken out from behind the Nottingham studios, forced onto its knees, and shot in the head, metaphorically speaking, to be replaced by these two-dimensional attempts at cuteness, which gave off a pungent aroma of the boardroom of an advertising company. Not only are these idents heavy-handed, kind of stupid-looking, and even faintly patronising, they're second-hand. With one obvious difference, these are the exact same as the idents that Carlton have been using in London since 1994 or so. Not only did Carlton take the cake away and replace it with something 1/1000th as innovative, original, and powerful, they didn't even think their new acquisition deserved its own idents. I'd even believe that keeping the name was a bit of an oversight, and one that wasn't to last very long either. These are the life stories of ITV channels, and life stories always end in death. I just wish they wouldn't keep ending in humiliation as well. The worst thing about it for me is that the Carlton idents, once they added the star to their logo, really were pretty good. But then marketing and business were always Carlton's strongest suits. Programming and broadcasting, well, that was just a means to an end. At this point, I'd just like to remind viewers that on the board of Carlton Communications at the time was one David Cameron, the next Prime Minister. Yep, by 2000, after a dalliance of 20 years with originality, ITV in the Midlands had come full circle. Provided by a gigantic company with money to spare, but couldn't care less about its actual region. The difference being that ATV made some bloody good classic television, whereas Carlton made Babes in the Wood. It does beg a question, though. Are all of ITV's stories tragedies? Is there no happy ending to any of them? My God, why hast thou forsaken me? Oh well, never mind.